So dear students, in the last class we saw how Margot was different from other children. Before that you remember that there was a clash. The antagonist pushing the protagonist, William, pushing Margot, and Margot wouldn't be moved, and she heard them moving away. Then the author explained to us what made her different from others. So from there again we are picking up page number 111 after the first paragraph. Get away. The boy gave her another push. What are you waiting for? It means though she heard them going away, they did not go. Again they came back. Already he pushed her. She did not move. So she heard them going away. Again they came back and pushed her once again. Get away, the boy gave her another push. What are you waiting for? Then for the first time she turned and looked at him. And what she was waiting for was in her eyes. So for the first time she looked at him. Before that, she wouldn't even face him. And it was very clear in her eyes what she was waiting for. What was she waiting for? Can you say? Naturally, she was waiting for the sun to appear. And how important the sun was to her than the rest of the children. The rest of the children haven't seen the sun much. She experienced the sun very well for 4 years, every day. And she has a clear picture about it. And she hates the atmosphere on planet Venus. Does not like the rain at all. She wants to have a relief at least by seeing the sun for some time. So it was very clear in her eyes she was waiting for the sun to appear. Well, don't wait around here, cried the boy savagely. You won't see anything. So William said, don't wait here, go away. Even if you wait, you are not going to see anything. He said savagely. Savage means a kind of violently, fiercely. Lack of culture, lack of manners. So very, very unpleasant way. Impolitely, he said, don't wait here, go away. Even if you wait, you will not see the sun. You don't see anything. Her lips moved. So, her lips moved. She did not speak. She wanted to say something maybe, or she wanted to plead saying that, no, please allow me to stay here. But before that he said, nothing. He cried. It was all a joke, wasn't it? He turned to the other children. So he said it was only a joke that sun will appear today. Sun is not going to appear. It was only a joke. He turned to the other children. Nothing is happening today, is it? They all blinked at him and then, understanding, laughed and shook their heads. Nothing, nothing. You remember I told you that William is representing all the children. Is symbolic representation. So when he said that nothing is going to happen today, it was only a joke, wasn't it? So he turns to the children and asks them for their opinion, their support. Nothing is happening today, is it? Am I not right? They all blinked at him. They were staring at him because they did not understand what he is trying to tell them. Because they all knew that the sun was coming. Then, understanding, laughed and shook her heads. So then he must have showed, see, I'm just trying to fool her. So he must have, through eyes he must have spoken to them. Gave them a sign. Then they all understood, okay, he is trying to fool Margot. And they all said, yes, what he said is correct. The sun is not going to come today. There's no fun in waiting. Nothing, nothing, they said. That means she can go back. They were supporting William. Oh, but Margot whispered, her eyes helpless. So she whispered. Whisper means speak in a low voice. She spoke in a low voice and she said, oh, but the sun will come. Please allow me to wait. Maybe she wanted to say. But she did not speak. She only said, oh, but. But this is the day the scientists predict. They say they know the sun. She kept on saying, this is the day the scientists have said that the sun will come. It is a day supposed to come. I will wait here. All a joke, said the boy and seized her roughly. He said, no, it's only a joke. It's not true. So he seized, seize means hold. So he held her tightly. Roughly means without any mercy. Very roughly caught hold of her. And he said, hey, everyone, let's put her in a closet before the teacher comes. So caught her very violently, and he said, let's all put her in the closet and lock her up before the teacher comes. The teacher is not there. They're waiting for the teacher to come. So before the teacher comes, we shall close her up in the closet. Closet is a cupboard-like thing where you can change your clothes. So it's a spacious place like a cupboard. You can go inside and lock it and change your clothes inside. So that place now they are making use of to keep her like a slave, like a somebody who is being kidnapped. That is the end of page 111. Then 112 onwards, I have made the Zoom video. I will send the link. So after watching these videos, if you watch the Zoom videos, 2 Zoom videos, then you will get a clear picture of the entire story. So maybe a few minutes I will discuss a few things what students have asked me or they have doubts. Who are the main characters in the story? Of course, main character is Margot, the protagonist, the hero. How old is she now? She is now 9 years, like along with other children. But she was 4 years old when she came. Now 5 years she has spent on the planet Venus. From where did she come? From Ohio, USA. Came to Venus. Who are the other characters? Williams. The only character, another character mentioned with name is William, the antagonist, the villain. He is representing all the children. He is a kind of ringleader for other students. Then the other children are their characters and teacher is there. But the children are not given names. They are given in a group. And the teacher also is not, he or she is not named. Not much details are given. So the mainly 2 characters, that is Margot and Williams. Then other children are very much present throughout the story. What is the main theme? The main theme, already we said, the darker side of human nature is present even in children. Also, bullying. Bullying, what is the meaning of bullying? You are using some of your tricks to make fun of somebody else. And you are using your muscle power to take control of somebody else. So, you have seen maybe in your classrooms, you have seen some girls or boys, especially boys, bullying. They'll try to show their power. Either through their words, cruel words or actions, they'll try to hurt others and make themselves powerful. That is bullying. So through bullying, she is being punished. Why do they bully her? Why do they persecute her? Because they are jealous of her. They are very envious because she knew many things which they did not know. So the author achieves it through the setting in another planet called Venus. That's the main theme. How does the poet achieve it? He achieves using many figures of speech. Especially, plenty of similes are used. Similes, metaphors, then personification. Along with these metaphors, the author uses many visual images of colors. The brightness of the sun when it appeared, and the various shades of forest in Venus, also the terrible effect of the rain, especially its sound. So he uses color and sound also to create the effect. What is the conclusion of All Summer in a Day? There is a change in the attitude of the students. The children who were once very critical about Margot, they have changed their attitude. Having experienced the sun, they realized that whatever Margot said about the sun was correct. And the picture she gave to them, it was like a flower that blooms for an hour. That was correct. So when they realized whatever she said was correct, they realized their mistake. They released her from the closet, and it was a sign of them asking pardon without asking for it. So how did she respond? It is not given there. She only stood silent. Rather, she wanted the teacher to take action against them. She wanted to have revenge on the children. It is not mentioned. But it is very clear that the children had changed their attitude. So what does Margot symbolize? Margot is symbolizing the people, the children or the people in the society who are become victims of others' cruelty because they are different from our others. Every student cannot be like anybody else. Each one is different. So just because Margot was different from others, she was victimized. She was made to suffer. So this fact is symbolized through Margot. What is the symbol of rain? The rain in planet Venus is a symbol of isolation. There is a separation. The people of planet Venus are being separated, kept away from so many advantages, and they are experiencing a kind of isolation, kind of separation. They are being crushed, just like the forest being crushed and again coming up. These children are also being crushed and punished. And if you are taking it as a story, a story should have conflict. I already told you there should be conflict, there will be climax, and there will be resolving of all the issues. So the conflict, internal and external, the conflict is Margaret's inability to adjust with them and her desire to go back. So we hope that one day it will be achieved when her parents come back and take her. So all the conflicts will be resolved. What is the climax of the story? The climax of the story is Margaret being pushed into the closet and kept like a captive, and the children go out to enjoy the sun. So she is not given a chance to see the sun, but others got the chance. That is the climax. Then when the children realize their mistake and come back and allow her to come out of the closet, then the resolution is done. All the problems are resolved. There is irony suppose they ask you a question like, what is the irony in the story? The irony is that irony is something happening, something opposite is happening. What should be happening is not happening. Here the irony is that it was Margot who loved the sun so much and wanted to see the sun more than anybody else. But at the end of the story, what happened? She alone could not see the sun. All the others who had less interest in the sun than her, who had less idea about what the sun looked like, they had a chance to see the sun. The one who loved the sun so much and wanted to see, that is Margot, could not see it and enjoy. That is irony. And of course, there was the unattributed dialogue at the beginning, opening of the story that I have already discussed with you, that you know it. So these are some of the ideas. So there is a lot of symbolisms used. The sun, the rain, the color, the forest, all these are symbolisms. So you can read through, go through the video, watch, prepare yourself for the exam. Wish you all the best. Write well. Have a nice day. Thank you.